Hello YouTube, this is Intuitive Retta. How are you today? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe this video. And also hello Rumble. I'm on Rumble at Intuitive Retta too. If you would like your own personal reading, contact me at intuitiveretta@gmail.com. We're getting into this whole Nordstream 2, Nordstream 1, Putin situation. Just for my long-time listeners, just want to report my little man, Blanco, my Pekingese I had for 12 years, passed away the day before yesterday, and I'm devastated. He's in a better place. He went in sleep. He didn't have any pain. But he was my buddy for 12 years, and he's gone, and I miss him already. I miss him a lot. Okay. So let me get off of that before I start crying. So we're going to go into this Putin Nordstrom. Our dummy president, the senile one, the dementia one, the one that's not really running anything, the one that has the war hawks and the war machine and the deep state going crazy, having fun times, decided, and we don't know it, I'm going to look at the cards, to blow up Nordstream 1 and Nordstream 2. They haven't admitted it, but if we look back, I think it was January, you know, Biden and his, I can't even think of who the lady was. On the Biden on one thing was talking about they have ways that if, you know, Russia goes to war with Ukraine, there's not going to be a Nordstrom. And the reporters was like, well, how are you going to do it? Germany controls it or whatever. He was like, don't worry, we have our ways. It will be, like, gone. And then someone, I don't know if it was part of our defense or some lady, I can't remember, she said basically the same thing. So I guess it was yesterday or the day before that Nordstrom, they seen explosions. It was the natural occurrence. So, and then we had some ships in that area, you know, a few days before. So this is an active war, you know, and we've already given Ukraine over $40 trillion. We just authorized them yesterday another $66 billion. They are funneling money through this country. My Ukrainians, if there's anybody or have family in Ukraine, I feel bad for the death in Russia for what's going on, but it's not our business. We keep getting, that's why we're MAGA. That's why I'm MAGA. America first. We need to stop being the globalist, god dang military arm where they're going roughshod. It's going to be a rough winter for them overseas. Horrible winter. And then our winter is going to be horrible. Our prices are going to go through the roof. We're already paying 2 times the amount of gas. It's going to be like 3 times. So I'm going to see who did it. Also, we got to remember, Putin is the cherry in the tower. Y'all keep sleeping on him. He's alpha male. He is so stubborn. When he makes a decision, he goes full steam ahead. He zero focuses on his decision or what he wants. Full steam ahead, damn the consequences. He is the cherry in the tower. Damn the consequences. So you think that Putin won't, you know, start a nuclear war? He's already said, if you guys mess with me, nuclear is not off the table. And they're complaining about his health and this and that. Hey, if I was, you know, if I was a dictator or whatever, and he's doing what he feels is needed for whatever country, like for his people, whatever. We should not physically get involved. And our freaking government, they are funneling so much money through that money that we don't have, mind you. So I'm gonna say, they're trying to say, oh, Russia did it. We know dang well Russia did not do that. Russia is not trying to tear down their own fuel supply and money maker. Okay, so let's just see. I'm going to say, did America do it? Did Russia do it? Did America do it? Did Russia do it? The lovers. This was a choice. Choices. This was a choice based on ego, selfishness, all that. It's the lovers. This was a choice. The lovers always go with the devil. So this was a choice. This was a choice. Also, a partnership in regards with someone. This is the sun. But the sun is my yes card. So did Russia do it? Did Russia do it to blame it on America? Okay. This is choices. But this was a choice of partnership, right? There's a partnership going on. But this is my yes card in regards to Russia. So, or did they know it was going to happen? So, let's see. Why? That's their victory. That was part of their victory, their success, part of their shielding. And also, in regards to money and things. So, they did it. How? Maybe anybody who knows some more foreign history or foreign politics, what's going on in regards to money or physical things, and this was part of. This is like the success card, the victory card, but also this was like a shield to block. You know, like this was somehow a shield. So, let's see. What does these choices have to do with it? This makes it. This was choices. See how this one says peace, but it's blocked, and it's a Two of Swords. So is this means that now there's no chance for peace? That when Russia did this, there's no chance. Their choices, the choices that America did. The partnerships that they had is the reason why this was done. Why Russia did what it did. And, you know, and this is part of the orchestrate. The person who's orchestrating this behind the scenes, the magician, this is probably what they wanted. So Russia did this to protect themselves somehow. This is part of their victory. They look at it as a success, but I'm trying to understand why. I haven't watched the Duran yet. If anybody... I haven't watched them in a while, but I want to catch up. So I'm going to watch the Duran. If you guys want to know what's going on in like Russia, Ukraine, whatever, the Duran, they're awesome. They go right through everything. They talk things out, and they have like a 3-hour thing. So I'm going to listen to that later after this reading. Maybe you can understand, because I think I watched the first 5 minutes and they're thinking it was America, but I'm seeing that it was actually Russia that did it, and it was part of their defense mechanism. It's also for them for a victory, and also money has to do with money. So money, physical things, stuff like that. And it looks like this on America's part is because of the choices that America. So I'm like, did they have anything to do with it? Well, what they had to do with it, what America had to do with it, was its choices and its partnerships. That's what caused Russia to do it. And now there's no peace now. Like now it's like a line in the sand, and it's been orchestrated. So that's very interesting. Okay. I hope you guys could have seen those cards. Okay. So we know, I want to know, how is Putin, because they keep talking about, I also want to do it on, I need to check up on China, because they said there's something going on in China right now, that China rushed home from the UN meeting, or some type of meeting that they had. They rushed home. Nobody's seen President Xi in a minute. Some people are talking about a coup going on over there, something going on with the CCP. They also said that they arrested and charged like 3 high members of the CCP and charged them to death. Like their result was that they're supposed to die. So they're saying there's something going on. So we need to check that out too. Also, I gotta do Biden's monthly. So let me just check on how Putin is, because this is his year of the Hierophant. So he wants things organized. You know, his temperance. So he has an imbalance going on this year. So it could be some type of illness that they're going on, some type of chemical or physiological imbalance in his body. That's running roughshod, but he wants things to go a certain way, and when it doesn't go a certain way, it's all about organizing, getting things. But I'm worried about 2023. If he's still in this war, and we're still as hostile to him, 2023 is his lovers and devil year, so he's already full steam ahead. Damn the consequences. The lovers is about choices, and it's on like with your ego, so forth. Which this is this month. Remember, this is the Lovers and Devil month too, for the energy. And this is like people making decisions on ego. Their choices that they're making on ego. So let's just see where Putin is right now. Putin feels like he's on the path. Like he's on the righteous path. So he feels like intellectually speaking, he's on his righteous path. This is a sword he's willing to die on, basically. So he feels he's on the path. What's the cross to bear with that? The cross to bear with him being on the righteous path and him feeling like, you know, is the choices that he's making in the partnerships. And I always say the lovers go with the devil. So this is the choice that's getting in the way of his dying his sword. Him in the, you know, is the choices that he's making, these partnerships that he's making, right? Underneath all that is also there's not a coming together over there. So even at home, it's not coming together. So underneath of all of this, in regards to the choices and the sword he falls on, and he feels like he's in the righteous way, right? Underneath all that is the cohesion at home. So is home, like they're showing us here in the United States that, you know, the people are uprising against him, this and that. Is this really true? So I want to look into this part. Because this is saying, like, everybody, this is a family, and I see the sword in the middle. So, are they just, is that propaganda that they're showing us that, you know, everybody is against him? We'll see. Because underneath all of this, or it's saying in order for him to continue on this righteous path, he has to be careful of his choices. He also has to keep that family unit together. Like the Mother Russia and the other, you know, states within Ukraine that want to get to, you know, want to still be a part of of Russia and so forth, or wants to be a part of Russia. He needs to get some cohesion. So we're going to check that out. He, for the last year, he's been letting his emotions run things a little bit. He hasn't really been strategic. Where this is where he is at right now is more strategic, but the last year his emotions, he kind of went with his emotions and went, you know, like I said, he's not the chariot. They get focused, and sometimes they don't listen to other ideas or whatever. They make a choice, they focus on what they want, they go full steam ahead. What's on his mind is he's kind of isolating right now. What's on his mind is him isolating. I'm looking at this, is that he's kind of paranoid right now. He has to look in front of him, behind him, around him at the same time. Because like I always said, the hermit goes with the moon. So emotionally, there's something going on right now in regards to him isolating himself, him seeking guidance, but it's coming from a place of emotions, which this card is too right here. Prince, look at this. So he is just, even though he feels this is his sword he's going to die on, he's not really making strategic moves. So I don't think things are going as well as he wanted them to go. Because if you look at this guy, he's kind of getting pushed back. I'm seeing like the explosion here. So I think this Nordstream thing, even though he did it, is gonna kind of bite him in the butt a little bit. I think that he's making some rash decisions. And I'm thinking that he's on the defense right now. He's not on the offense. He's on the defense, and he's not making real strategic choices. Is he close to death, or is it close to the end? Is he close to death? I'm looking for a Four of Swords to tell me if he's sick. This is a death card. He's thinking about death. He's thinking about death. It could be he's thinking about the end, but it could be the end of this war, or he's thinking about his own physical death. Look at this. He wants to, he's angry. He wants to go. He's still coming from a naive, and I look at Putin as more strategic. Remember back in the days when I did readings on him and Trump, they were kind of playing chess. This right now, this isn't chess. This is just like working on the emotions, just, making a decision, just going for it, not too much strategic. He is just angry, and, he just, it's not strategic. His emotions are all over the place. Right now, I feel like, the pipelines are leaking in abundance and celebration. But I feel like, is it going to be a truce at the end? Are they going to do a ceasefire at the end? Within the next year? Is there going to be a truce or a ceasefire going on there? And I do see a celebration on his part. Okay, so I want to see how's his health real fast, because I see that death card. I hope I have enough time. And then I want to see how he thinks. Okay, how's his health? Sorry if you hear my fish tank. I gotta put water in it. Okay. The Empress. His health, right? I think a woman orchestrated what's going on in his health right now. And she did it for gain. She did it for monetary gain, social gain, whatever. I think a woman. It looks like a woman that he's kind of like maybe the mother of his kids, maybe a mother-like figure, or a wifey. I don't know if he's married or there's a significant other, but I'm seeing that this Empress is telling me she's of childbearing age. She might have a kid by him or kids. It looks like she orchestrated it. His health, what's going on right now, and it was for gain, whether it was physical gain, monetary gain. It's causing him to kind of isolate himself. I think what she's done is it has caused him to kind of act irrationally on his emotions. So he's kind of going full steam. Remember I said he's more of a strategic player, and he's not been making his decisions strategically, even though he feels like this is he's in the righteous way. He'll die on the sword. He's not making decisions the way he once would. They're kind of emotional decisions. They're kind of like on the fly decisions. They're on decisions on anger. And I think a woman has orchestrated something, given him something. I don't know if it's the cancer that they're talking about, or it's some type of to interrupt his to make him feel isolated, kind of paranoid, work on his emotions. Is he close to death? I see it was on his mind. I see within a year, is he close to death? strife. There are things working together too. He's holding up. Things can change. Sorrow. This is the Three of Swords. Some sorrow. Things are going to change. His fortune changes into sorrow. And then he overcomes. And he's angry. He's still working on emotions. This is a heal. I don't think he is. I don't think he's like close to death like they're talking about. I think something was done to him. He was given maybe poison or whatever. Whatever they're done is affecting him emotionally, and but it's affected him emotionally. They're trying to ruin him, to bring an end to him. It's all, look at the Magus twice. The two Maguses. This was all orchestrated. So, I don't think he's on his deathbed. No, I think that, you know how they used to say he used to like poison people, his enemies? I think, I think they are doing the same thing to him. And a woman he's close to is the one who's initiated, gave him. I don't know if it's an ongoing thing or if they just needed to give it to him one good time and he's all kind of discombobulated. Okay, what does it look like with Russia's war on Ukraine? They're going to keep oppressing them. They feel like they're going to get victory. These partnerships, things are going to change, trying to balance things. And then law and order comes down. And then the end. I don't know if it's his end or the end of it. I feel like he is going to keep oppressing them. And we can keep oppressing them, but he's still going to go full steam ahead. He feels like he's going to get victory. This is about his choices and him balancing things. Law and order coming down. I don't know if it's other things or that they're trying to facilitate his death. He's not going to stop until he gets the outcome that he wants. Does Putin know he was messed with? He was given poison or whatever. I don't know what they did. Does he know? Yes, he does know. He knows that whatever they did to him, he knows about it. Okay, what does Putin think of the United States? And then we'll go. And then if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm also going to, remember, I want to check on President Z, and then I want to do Biden's monthly this week. So, let's see. What does Putin think of the United States? He thinks they're isolating them. He thinks it's like all eyes are on the situation right now. Things are highlighted. The relationship is being highlighted. We're both. Yeah, you gave me the blow, but it didn't knock me down. So he thinks, yeah, okay, America, you gave me the blow. Whatever that's going on, you're on your attack, got me on the offensive right now, right? But remember I say he's making decisions kind of willy-nilly. This one's showing that there is some type of little bit of strategic. You guys are isolating him, as in Russia is getting more and more isolated. But Putin still feels like he is going to keep holding out and he's going to be victorious. So that's what he thinks of America. What does he think about what happened to this pipeline? He did it. What does he think about the pipeline that he did? He did it. I really thought America did it. I really thought we did it. He feels like this is something that needed to be done. This is a completion of this. And it's highlighted. And he did make the decision rationally, but what does he think about it? It was a rational decision he kind of made. He just went with his emotions and was like, blow the goddamn thing up. Someone pissed him off, and he was like, blow it up. But he feels like it was time to come to an end. And he's glad it's in the news. I think that he might be glad that, people are thinking the United States did it. But that's about it. So the way that they keep thinking that, I'm seeing that there may be some type of ceasefire within the next year of what's going on there. But they're making it seem like Russia is like on the defense and Russia is like this and that. I think what they're showing us is propaganda. A lot of propaganda. He's going to keep doing it. And he doesn't look like he's scared of the United States. At all. At all. If you want to hear any more of his inner thoughts, look back on my other reading. I think I did more of a Putin a few months ago, Putin and Ukraine and this and that. So I'm not seeing him like he is making some irrational decisions, but I think that somehow someone close to him, a woman close to him, is the reason why he's going through this imbalance that's going on, that's causing him to kind of act irrational. He's not as strategic of a man he once was. So, like I said, he's the chariot full steam ahead. Whatever she did to him, whatever poison or something she gave him, is feeding into his already. Where before he would make a decision and go full steam ahead, but more of an intellectual chess move. Now he's kind of making some irrational, fly off the cuff decisions. He's going on his emotions, this and that. It's because this is a balance that's going on. Some type of chemical imbalance that struck a blow to him, and a woman did it. So I'm assuming like poison or something. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.